If you are living in this era of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, basically the entire social media content creation era, and you do not know about CapCut, let's first pause the video. So it's like you're paying money for someone to do for you the 70%, and the 30% left for you is to click or to know where to click. Know where to click and click there. I've used these apps for the last 10 years of my career, but along somewhere in the 10 years, I've used one and eventually all of these apps, and I've made my life so easy, and in turn, they've helped me make more money. What a time to be alive, right? Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to today's episode of Leveling Up Creatives Edition. I'm not sure what episode we're on. They usually say that when you're having fun, time just passes you by. So I hope you guys are having as much fun as I'm having sharing this journey and tips with you. Let's get right into today's episode, which is going to be about the kind of apps that I think are a must for you to have as a freelance creatives. The apps I'm going to be sharing today, I'm going to be reading a lot from my notes today because I want this to be coming from the source. I literally have these down on my phone because I use them almost on a daily basis. I've used these apps for the last 10 years of my career. Not all of them at once, but along somewhere in the 10 years, I've used one and eventually all of these apps, and I've made my life so easy. They've increased my productivity, and in turn, they've helped me make more money, which is a goal for all of us as freelance creatives. So let's get into it, right? The first app that I'll be sharing with you is Google Workspace. The Google Workspace is a friend for all creatives. Number one, it helps you create documents on the go. So if you're talking Word documents, Google Slides, Google Sheets, if you ever lived in the era before 2000, okay, in the early 2000s, whenever, when you worked on a Windows laptop, and then if you're not manually saving your document and power goes off or your laptop blacks out, if you ever went to a cafe during the cafe days, you'd be able to appreciate Google Space in the way I appreciate it. Because you'd finish working on a whole document, and just because you've not been clicking save at every point of your work, you lose that document back to zero. So Google Workspace helps you work on your documents while they're already directly saved into the cloud. So you have permanency, longevity, all in one space. So it also gives you cloud space of up to 15 GB for a free version, but you can also pay for space, which is as low as $20 for a whole year for, 100 GB of space for $20 a year, and a terabyte of space for about 30 or 35 USD, something like that. It also gives you customized emails for about $6 for small businesses, but it can go up to $15 and $30 for bigger businesses. That is a monthly charge, which means you can also build websites in there. It's not the best app for websites. I'm going to share with you the ones that are the best for the websites as we go on, right? But you can totally get onto Google Workspace and make it like your little office and thank me later. App number 2 is CapCut. If you are living in this era of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, basically the entire social media content creation era, and you do not know about CapCut, let's first pause the video. I just want us to get there already and I show you CapCut, because I shall not have someone saying they don't know how CapCut looks like. There. Okay, so that is CapCut. The logo looks like that. If you do not have CapCut on your phone and you're trying to be a creative, stop this video right now. Go to your App Store or to your, how do they call a version of Android? Google Play Store. Go to your Google Play Store. I'm sorry, guys. Go to your Google Play Store and download CapCut right away, like with immediate effects. CapCut is going to help you edit videos so much easier. You know what Premiere Pro does and how Premiere Pro, man, if you didn't live through Premiere Pro of 2010, 2011, 2012, you have no idea the hassle that Premiere Pro has. We thank God for AI now. Even Premiere has gotten so much more simplified, you know. It has like touch and go situations, automated things, like you can just do an action, just press a command for an action and it helps you with stuff. But either way, still, CapCut is like the simplified version of Premiere Pro. So it's like you're paying money for someone to do for you the 70%, and the 30% left for you is to click or to know where to click. Know where to click and click there. Someone else has already done the manual work. So CapCut will help give you video templates that you can work with. It will help you have access to copyright-free music. One of the things that cartels growth of creatives on social media is using music that has copyright situations. So when you post your video on YouTube, it's either taken down. When you post it on TikTok, they can even ban your account because you're using music that is not copyright free. So you can only use music that is in those apps. But if you want a particular song that is not inside CapCut or Instagram, then you must pay copyright for it, blah, blah, blah. So, but if you're editing your videos in CapCut, all the sounds that you're finding there are already copyright free. So get on it if you're thinking about video content. And even if you don't need any experience, even if you're just going to edit your first video today, go to CapCut, you'll be able to produce something. It has automated retouch prompts, it has filters, it has like so many things to offer that will help you get your game up there. The third app is Lightroom. Lightroom is your friend if you're into photography. It also does help with videos, but let's focus on Lightroom mobile. I know there is Lightroom for laptops, but we're in the era of TikTok and Instagram, and I strongly feel that the world is heading towards instant content more than ever. Like, content seems instant, but it's going to become more instant because when you look at the types of cameras that are being produced right now, and the kinds of phones that are being manufactured, you have a phone that can not only shoot 4K, but also handle 4K video from a camera. So you have cameras whereby you just use Wi-Fi and you connect the camera to the phone and immediately transfer photos and videos. About 5-7 years ago, in fact 5-6, maybe even 3 years ago, phones could not read images in RAW format. Now, almost any iPhone above 13 can hold a RAW picture and even post it directly on Instagram. So surely Lightroom Mobile is very key and essential for you to have on your phone if you're creative. You can go on Google Play again or App Store and download it, and it's so cheap to maintain, $1 per month. And that $1 is giving you access to all the editing parts in Lightroom, but also things like AI-powered culling, which is a selection of photos. You can find the same thing in Photo Mechanic. You can find the same thing in Adobe Bridge. But the difference with Lightroom is that their culling is now AI-powered, which means that you can just upload all your images in Lightroom and put a prompt like, for example, if you shot like 100 images, you know how tiresome it is to take them down to like 50 and 25. So you can just put a prompt in Lightroom and tell it, remove all repeated images, remove all images where the face is not in focus, remove all images maybe with a pink distraction, right? And then you just run it in like 6 minutes. It gives you back, let's say 40 out of 100 images. It has removed all the pictures that are out of focus, all the pictures that have issues, and you are able to actually tell it which issues you don't want in the images, and it will automatically cull all those pictures out. What a time to be alive, right? And then it has all these presets that are already done that can help you enhance your pictures and enhance your videos so much better, right? So get onto it. And the fourth app is Canva. If you're not onto Canva as a creative and business owner in any field, because now there is no business without being a creative. If you're not one, then you're going to hire one for your business. Or if you're one, even the better, it means you're going to be the person creating content for your business. Content has become the business of its own, but also the business of businesses. So there's no escape for it. And Canva is that one suit that we all need. It's going to help you with getting designs for Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Facebook, YouTube thumbnails, email sign-offs, creating QR code, websites, customized domains. Like, you can literally create a website on Canva in 30 minutes, 1 hour. It may not be as perfect as a professional guys that are coding wherever, but for someone who is starting out in the creative industry, $20 to get a functional website that your clients can go to is a very good start as you grow to get to a point where you can afford to pay a developer $2,000, $3,000 to make for you something that has all e-commerce stuff and all. But Canva can still do it. It's a very good starting point. And now with AI, you can even use it the same way you use ChatGPT. You get into there and say, like, you put a prompt that you put in ChatGPT for anything that you can think about, whether it's visual, imagery, pictures, flyer, name it. It will just do for you the thing and do it fast and good, okay? And then the fifth app is Zoho Mail. Zoho Mail is not so popular. Maybe it's popular, but it's silent. But it's a very good place to start from. When you buy your domain on, let's say, GoDaddy, which I've talked about in this video here, when you buy your domain from GoDaddy for about $12, $10, depending on how much they price your domain, when you go to Zoho Mail, it allows you to have customized emails for free forever for up to 5 users. So its goal is to support small businesses. For example, the difference between Zoho Mail and the Google Workspace that I talked about at the beginning is for Google Workspace, for you to have a customized email, the least you can pay is $6 per month. Zoho Mail gives you that for free forever. So you'll have something like Miriam at septembermiriam.com on Zoho, hosted on Zoho Mail for free forever, and it can be up to 5 users. So if you have a small business, 5 people and below, 10 people and below, or you're just a solo freelance creative business owner, please get onto it. It also gives you storage space, I think up to 5 GB free. It has a number of things that it offers you, and it's not that expensive for your bigger business. So get onto it. Do not sleep on Zoho Mail in 2026. And then the grandmother of all creatives' favorite apps is WeTransfer. Today I received my WeTransfer wrap. You know, like how you guys have your Spotify wrap, I got my WeTransfer wrap. Let me share it with you in a bit. It says I sent 10 transfers this year. 10 sounds small, but listen to the detail. It means I moved 121 GB of content, 121 GB on WeTransfer, and all of this happened under 30 minutes, I'm sure. And according to my WeTransfer app, if we're in the era of using floppy disks, this would be about 9,000 floppy disks of content. And if I was sending these things on email, those would be 495 attached. 495 attachments have been turned down into 10 times of sent work. If I was using email, that would be 496 times, almost 500 attachments. And if we're in the era of CDs, those would be 18 CDs of content. That's my personality, my transfer personality, which is Inbox Insider, because I usually send via email and not sharing links. And then my files were downloaded 47 times, and WeTransfer thinks that's a blockbuster move. So definitely get onto WeTransfer if you're creative, shooting videos, transferring heavy files, and you want them to go quick without occupying a lot of your space. Because one thing about WeTransfer is when you send the files, if you're using the free version, they only stay up on the cloud for about 3 days, and after 3 days they get deleted. But the point is your client has gotten the files, and also you've saved on space and time. Something that takes 15 to 20 minutes to go on Google Drive will take about 2 to 3 minutes on WeTransfer with the same internet speeds. So get onto it. There's also a paid version, but a free version also works just as good if you're starting out. Saving the best for the last, right? Get onto Pixieset. Pixieset in 2025, 2026. If you are a creative, whether you're baking cakes, whether you're into makeup, whether you are a photographer, there is no better way to share content with your clients, especially if they're bougie and classy and they go for brunch and they take cute mimosas and mojitos. Pixieset is your friend because she makes delivery to clients such a beautiful experience. I'm going to leave the link to the Pixie website just down below for you to have a look at what I'm saying, because it can't all be put in words, but it can help you share finished work with clients. It can help you if you're a photographer and you're doing a studio business, if you take pictures and send them to the client, they can just create a favorite folder from the selection. So now when you go back there, you just select, man, it's a whole thing. It gives you access to domains for about $20 a month. Imagine having $20 a month and you have access to a website, mobile app. You can do booking for appointments and meetings. You can do the professional templates we talked about for invoicing and quotations. Imagine having a suite that has quotation system, invoicing system, website system, mobile app system, sharing content, storage space, selecting pictures. Sometimes when you're giving work to a client, you can decide to present it as a little mini website in a very cute way with like the title of the project here and like a cover photo of the client. Man, in 2026, when you make more money and enjoy your work better, please just come back to this video and pay me. But for now, the best thing that you can do is share this video with everyone, because it helps go a long way in growing the channel. and also encourages me in finding more of these gems and sharing them with you. For some reason, the views on these videos do not add up with the number of subscribers. So please do hit the subscription button if you enjoy the content that you get from this channel. And also, most importantly, if you like my videos, like you've told me in the comments, you like the sound, you like the visuals, you like the picture quality, guess who my plug is? MPIC Studios. All my videos are shot at MPIC Studios. It's a creative content space that provides room for creatives like you and me, business people and owners like you and me, to tell our stories visually through podcasts, through video production. So please do get onto it. I'm going to leave their social media handles just down below in the description box, plus a link to their Instagram where you can book a session with them, and it is as low as 50,000 shillings per hour. Yeah, for this quality. Bye. See you in the next one.